Hey guys, okay, so today I actually wanted to cover a topic that I've been getting a lot of questions on recently. And the question goes, will I be able to get a job on a yacht if I have tattoos? Now, a lot of people don't agree with me when I say this, but yachting can be quite a pretentious industry. So if you think about it this way, a lot of the people that own these vessels are a much older generation, for the most part anyway, and a lot of them are quite old school. And we have a totally different perception on how comfortable we are with tattoos, but that doesn't mean that they do. And if you think about the grandparents owning yachts, and they are quite strict in none of their family members getting tattoos, and they're not going to want their grandkids to be around crew members that have tattoos, right? So you have to see it from that perspective, but that does not mean that all of them are the same. So in my personal experience, yes, it was so much more difficult to find work because I have a few visible tattoos, but I think it's for a lot of the boats. I know that for a lot of the sail yachts, they don't really care, because for sail yachts, a lot of it is more involved with going out and enjoying the ocean and going sailing and making sure the family has the absolute best time. So they're not too phased about how people look. But on the motor yachts, a lot of the time they want it to be a bit more pristine, more like by the book, a little bit more strict. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible. So just to give you an example, there's a few, I once worked on a vessel where they had a Russian owner and he had tattoos and he didn't care. So it really just depends. I mean, personally, I think as long as you don't have a face tattoo or a neck tattoo, you should be fine. But if it's a vessel that doesn't really care about it, then by all means go for it. Don't let it stop you. For the most part, a lot of the times what I used to do when I was on charter is you get these, it's like a tan sleeve, so it would come up just about here. So it just depends on the t-shirts that we would wear. Then a few times throughout the day I would have to pull that up again, but you do get all kinds of things to cover it up if the vessel asks you to, or if there's a charter, or if that is the prerequisite. But I wouldn't not try to get in, because to be honest with you, I've gone through stages where it took me months, but you know, like I keep saying to everybody, if that is what you want to do and if that is what your goal is, then nothing will stop you. I have worked on vessels where tattoos were not allowed, but I managed to get in. So it really just depends. And think about it this way though. So if all your skills and all your experience and all your awesome personality and everything, that is all the pros that you have, so your tattoo that you have might count against you as a con. So the advice that I'm giving you now is to rather focus on upping your skills to the best of your abilities, so that if your CV ends up on a captain's desk and you are up against a person that has the same qualifications as you, but you're the one that has a tattoo and he's more leaning towards the other person, make sure that you have an extra upper hand as far as qualification, like awesome references. Make sure that you are the absolute best candidate, because your tattoo can count as like a disability against you getting hired. So just make sure that you up your level, up your game a little bit more than everybody else, and you'll be fine. Don't let the fact that you have a tattoo stop you from even trying to get into the yachting industry. Don't let anything stop you. Like, if yachting is what you want to do, stay focused in it. Don't give up. And obviously, you know, every moment you have, work on upping your game a little bit. And you really just have to push hard and don't let anything stop you. All right, cheers.